In this video, I'm going to teach you how to learn to touch type in Thai, why you would want to learn to type in Thai, and some things you can use your Thai typing for once you know how to do it. Welcome back to my channel, Nick Learns Thai. This is a channel where I take you along on my journey to learn and improve on my Thai. Now, before I want to jump into the video, I just want to tell you about a Facebook group that I'm involved in helping to build up. This is a group for people who want to do language exchange between English and Thai specifically. So if you're a Thai speaker wanting to learn English or an English speaker wanting to learn Thai, please jump down to that group using the link in the description below. We're trying to build a bit of a community there and help people find partners for doing language exchange between English and Thai so we can all practice together. So I hope to see you in there. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so why would you want to learn to type in Thai? So I think there's perhaps three main reasons. So language exchange being one of the main ones. So chatting with friends,คุยกับเพื่อนคนไทย. Another one is using apps for learning, for practicing Thai. A lot of them practicing. A lot of them have sort of a typing feature built in. And in order to use that, you really need to be able to type in Thai to use it. And I do think that those typing features are really helpful. And they've really helped me a lot, particularly with, just practicing my writing in general, practicing spelling, learning new vocabulary. It's really handy to be able to type in Thai for using those apps. I just wanted to jump back in here to mention that yes, I know that with most of these apps, you can still do text input if you're using it on a phone or an iPad or something, where you can use your fingers to input the text. But if you're anything like me and you have sort of fat thumbs, that's not a very fast method to do it. And I find that typing is a lot faster. And I guess I just prefer to do my learning on a computer rather than on a phone, partly because for that reason, because it's a lot faster. So if you're anything like me, then you might find that typing is a lot faster way of using these apps. And then you can sort of get the most out of them and get the most efficient learning from them if you can do it fast and efficiently. How do we say this? ใช้แอปที่ฝึกเขียนในภาษา Don't know if that's right, but just demonstrating the typing. And third one is probably practicing writing. So maybe writing's not big on your list of things you want to learn in Thai. Maybe you're more focused on speaking, but if you want to learn writing as well, writing language, then being able to type is a much faster way of doing it, I think, than handwriting. I mean, you probably want to learn to handwrite as well because that's another sort of skill, and that feels like an accomplishment as well. But I do find that I think probably in the modern age, you're probably going to get more use out of typing, generally speaking, and it's generally going to be a lot faster than handwriting. And if you want to write, sort of long form content, then being able to type is pretty handy for that. I don't know, Paksa. Ian, that's sorry. I don't think I spelled that correctly, but it's a journey. It's not, I'm not there with all my spelling, but it does help. So they're the main reasons, I think. And now I'll sort of jump into showing you how I learned how to type Thai and how you can too. And then I'll finish the video off with some more information about what kind of apps you can actually use the typing for. Okay, this is the website that I used to teach myself. I'm sure there's others. This is the one I used, and I found it to be quite good. It's called Thai Notes. I'll put a link down in the description below. So it's got lots of different tools in here, all sorts of different Thai learning tools. I think it's by a foreigner, a Farang. who made it, but is obviously pretty knowledgeable. This is the section I use, the typing Thai section. So I've already got the trainer section up here. So as you can see, all the ones I've done, I've got ticks already, and I'd already done all of these. So it was probably maybe like 2 years ago, or possibly even longer, 3 years ago, it might have been, that I actually sort of went through the process of learning. And I did all these lessons. I didn't do this lesson 48. I think the reason was because I couldn't find the specific character that it was trying, one of the big characters it was trying to train in this lesson. I couldn't find it on my keyboard just because of the way my keyboard was. And I don't think it's ever been an issue, like with some obscure character, maybe not even a character, maybe a piece of punctuation or something that I never used. So it was never really an issue, but I meant that I couldn't actually finish this lesson, which was kind of annoying. But other than that, I found this typing trainer quite good. I'll just show you briefly how it works. So we'll just go to lesson 1. So it has sort of preamble here telling you what to do and how to do it. And then it just takes you through the actual typing here. So if I can, oops, there we go. So you just type the character that's highlighted. That's pretty straightforward at the beginning, and it sort of gets more complicated as you go through the lessons. So I can go back and now lesson menu. Let's try and jump down to a harder one. Now, I did say I've learnt, but it doesn't mean I'm perfect. Still make mistakes, and as we sort of find in Thai, there's like a bunch of characters that you use all the time, and then there's others that are more obscure or less frequent. So often I'll just kind of lose where those ones are. So maybe I know approximately where it is on the keyboard, but I have to sort of try a few different keys before I find it. But that hasn't been that much of an issue. Whoops. Where are you? Okay. Now I do know how to type also in English, so that probably helped me, I think. If you're just kind of come at it completely fresh without knowing how to type in English, it might take you longer. I couldn't tell you exactly how long it took me actually. But anyway, that gives you an idea of how it works. Then you just sort of go through all the lessons one by one and until you get to the end. And then if you want to practice, I would say practice in the ways that you're going to use it. So typing, chatting with friends, using the apps, different apps that have typing inbuilt into them and things like that. This website also has some typing, other stuff you can do, some practice stuff. There's also this speed tester here. As you can see, I've just did it before I started recording here, and I was able to get 15 words per minute, 83% accuracy. One of the apps that I like to use typing is Closemaster. It's a relatively recent app that I've started using, but I'm really enjoying it. I'll probably do a full review of that at some point. But you basically just have to fill in the blank in the sentences. So come something yangระวัง across the street. I guess it's like, oops,ถนน. So if you can type, you can do it. If you can't type, it does have a multiple choice option, so you can sort of use this and click. But I just find it a lot better to be able to type. I still do use the multiple choice if I don't know it though. ฉัน something ที่คุณรู้สึกดีขึ้น glad. Details. Oops. Yeah, so that's basically, some examples of how you would actually use it. Yeah, I think that's enough for this video. So hopefully that was useful. I'll put the links in the description below for where you can get to that typing trainer. Before you go, don't forget that if you want to practice your Thai with Thai speakers or your English with English speakers, please come and join our Facebook group. This is the name of the group here. You can find the link down in the description, and we're building a community there to help each other practice Thai and English together. So come and meet with English and Thai speakers in the group. มาเจอกับคนที่พูดภาษาไทยกับอังกฤษในกลุ่มนี้ See you there.